Hello and welcome to another Spirit Island video. Today I'm going to be playing this bi-weekly spotlight, which is Little Light's Dream of Peace, a custom spirit by Otter. So, Little Light's Dream of Peace is an unassuming spirit of gentle hopes and simple tranquilities. It spends much of its time peacefully dozing, listening for brewing conflicts. When one arises, it dispatches smaller manifestations of itself to restore peace as quickly as possible. The sacred trees it prefers to doze in expand the breadth of its frequent dreams, drawing in the forgotten dreams of the island's inhabitants. From the most vivid of these salvage dreams, it derives new power to aid its efforts. It only hopes that this power will be sufficient to oust the invaders and return its home to the relative tranquility it once knew. So, very cute. Its playstyle is it sees a bunch of new minor powers thanks to its growth. All these powers will initially be stuck in your stash. You can make use of them to enhance your unique powers or just gift them to spirit allies. You're primarily defensive, but you make good use of Dahan. We have okay control, good defense, okay utility, and very little offense or fear. So let's look at our spirit board. We have special rules, Dream Stasher. Our powers, growths, and rules may allow us to add cards to our stash. So I'll put that on the left here. Set these cards next to your spirit panel. When you would gain a minor power, you may take a power card from your stash to your hand instead. And during time passes, if we have at least 5 Dahan among our lands, we can take a minor power into our stash. In addition, every growth, we will take a minor power into our stash. So basically, we're getting plus 1 or 2 stash per turn. We're a 0/1/1 spirit with card gain on reclaim, card gain on presence placement, and energy on presence placement here. We top out at 5 energy 4 plays, which makes sense as a 0/1/1, and our tracks look quite good, which makes sense as a 0/1/1. 2 reclaim 1s is interesting. Not sure I see that very often. Left innate is some defense, and also notably this final tier, you may forget a power card from your stash to defend 2 and downgrade 1 invader. That's very powerful at 1/1 especially. And our right innate, we may put this power card from our stash into target spirit's discard. So like we can give people stuff, and this target another, but we'll be targeting ourselves in solo. And then instead we could play a power card from our stash immediately without paying its cost, and then forget at end of turn. And then instead, don't forget it, basically, at the 33 threshold. So we can basically get an extra card play with this, which is neat, with some selection as well. So I'm going to play a solo random level 6. I might make a few more videos, or maybe probably one more video, like playing another level 6. Maybe I'll try two-hand in order to get the multiplayer experience. But yeah, for now, just single level 6 for this video. Let's see what we get. Russia, very interesting. So Russia is always an interesting adversary. So we start 2 in the highest number jungle, 1 in the lowest number land with Dahan. So I believe that's the 2 jungles here and here. Interestingly, where you start, you could start in lands with a lot of Dahan, and that probably benefits you because of the 5 Dahan equals take another minor. So our initial explore is mountains. So how do I want to handle this? Well. So I can immediately, let's see. So I want to stop these builds, and amusingly, looking at our uniques. Touch of Tranquility, 1 range targeting a land with Dahan. Downgrade up to 1 invader. You may pay an energy to replace an explorer with a Dahan. So that's very powerful against Russia, because this just reads snipe an explorer in a way that Russia doesn't counter. Here again we have more downgrade, and all of these have a kicker in Magic terminology, in order where you can forget a power card from your stash in order to do something extra. This is just perfect element, 0 cost, which means we'll play it a lot. Dahan movement, presence movement as well, which is interesting. And then this is a mesmerized tranquility, roughly 0 range, doesn't isolate. In solo, this can target ourselves without doing the forget. We can even do, so this is Mez twice in 2 different, Mez once in 2 different lands, which is pretty powerful. especially for a 0 cost. Let's see. So I think this is secretly a 2 cost. So like with a 0022 hand, I kind of want, and like the fact that we get kind of an extra card play here, I kind of want to go for energy first, but we'll see. Let's see what our power card is. It's Delusions of Danger, also pretty strong against Russia. So let's see, what am I doing? So I want to grow, I don't know where I'm growing from, but let's say I'm growing from top. If I grow into here, then I can use my left innate, assuming I hit it, in order to forget a power card to downgrade this Explorer to prevent the build, which seems pretty strong. And then I can Touch of Tranquility to deal with this one as well. That also seems pretty strong. So I also want to ideally get myself into 5 Dahan, lands with 5 Dahan total. That's kind of hard. I could, yeah, it's hard to get myself in like lands with 5 Dahan if I do this, because I only start with 1 Dahan, so I need to be in this land and also in this land. So like I could I could provide safe passage to do this. No, that doesn't help. Yeah, basically I would need to grow into one of these lands. Interesting. I could play Delusions of Danger instead of my left innate. So I could grow into here, gather Dahan into here or something, and then use, yeah, okay, I think I got it. Okay, so I can do this, then use my right innate instead of my left innate. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to use both anyways, and this way gets me to 5 Dahan, which is nice. Do I want to grow 2 energy? I could take the moon instead. I could also just like not prevent. I mean, this build is the easy one to prevent. I could play Incandescent Infestation instead. No, I would need that. Okay, let's gain a power. I think I want to start by gaining a power card. I think I want the 2 energy so I can afford to take more power cards. Ooh, Seer Anger is a good element card. Probably just gonna take it. But I guess the Badlands isn't very good. Could also take Flow. I guess this gives a moon. So, what's our plan next turn? Next turn we could take the 2 energy and grow bottom, and then get our innates by playing these 2 cards. That seems like a plan. So I don't actually care which of these I pick up for next turn, probably. Then my inclination is just to take the 0 cost good element card. Oh, though actually no. I have enough good element cards in my uniques that I think I want to take the off element card for major purposes and for event purposes. Okay. So Touch of Tranquility will snipe this Explorer. And then provide safe passage will gather these into here. So now we're in lands with 5 Dahan. And then we can use our right innate in order to play this, to push this Explorer, I think, into here. Because, yeah, like here is a land with Dahan and our presence, we can affect it fairly well. And then that has solved both builds, turn 1, which seems pretty strong, if you ask me. So we skipped our event, we skip our build because we don't have any builds. And I'm just going to forget this now because it's going to get forgotten at end of turn. And we explore wetlands. Okay. So probably this I'm just going to defend after it builds. Oh, interestingly, this is going to rush a 6 into here, so this will have triple Explorer, 2 towns, and a city. Can I deal with that? I can probably deal with that because of Touch of Tranquility. So I'm probably going to plan to touch of Tranquility plus like left innate defend a bunch that turn, which is interesting. It's my reclaim turn, so maybe it'll look like this. We'll see. Okay, time passes. I'll take a miner. Ooh, Portents. That's a fairly good element card as well. And then growth. I'll also take a miner. Roiling Bog is a card I actually want to like in my hand. Let's see. So this turn. So I want to solve this. I'm not really going to solve this. I can theoretically play like. So, okay, my plan was to take 2 energy, grow from bottom, play these 2 cards, and then I get both halves of my innate. Like, I get a plant as well. So, let's see. I have a defend 2, but like my defend 2 isn't really doing anything. Boon also doesn't really do anything. So I could just not play that. Yeah, so in fact, I don't even... Wait, did I pay? There's no way this is the right amount of energy, right? 6 energy, minus 3. Yeah, okay. So, sorry. So turn 1, I got 2 energy, and I should end with 1 energy at the end of turn 1. So, yeah. So I should be at 1 energy here, and then if I take the 2 energy, let's see. If I take the 2 energy, I'll be at 5. But am I taking the 2 energy? Because I don't actually care about playing Boon here, right? All I care about is getting Sun Moon. So, in fact, like, I only really care about playing this card. So I might as well just take another power card, I think. Let's take another miner. Ooh. Nature's Resilience is nice. Drought might be nice, even. Interesting, like... This is going to have... Huh. That might make me want to go Sun. Because now if I take Drought, right, and do this... Whoops. Oh, is this cost isn't programmed correctly. Right now it thinks this costs... Okay, yeah, so I should be at 0 energy. That was what the problem was. This costs 2, like that's what the image says, but it says that it only costs, like it's programmed so that it only costs 1. I'll need to figure out, I'll need to ask like if that's intended or not. So this way, Drought can destroy like quite a lot of things here, like 2 towns in a city for the cost of 1 blight. That seems fine. And then Incandescent Infestation can Incandescent can like downgrade this or something and push it into here. We'll see. Oh, the Drought means that... No, I'll probably want to Incandescent here because Drought will kill my presence in here. Though, have I grown? No, I haven't yet. Where do I want to put this? Probably in, like, the last land with Dahan? Would be my guess. You could also make a Sacred Site. Oh, I should have a Sacred Site, yes. Because I have 2 cards here that care about Sacred Sites. Okay, so my only innate is I get to forget a card in order to deal with this Explorer. So let's just forget Portents. I think that's worse than Roiling Bog here. And that's everything on Fast. See event. Far Off Wars. That's awkward. Oh, I could kill this city and go blighted this. I think I want to do that. So add a fear card. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be aggressive here and take 2 blight in order to kill this city. And then on slow, I'll go blighted, killing this land as well. It's funny. So kill that, and then I'll add a Badlands here, I guess. And then we get to gather Dahan. Is this without Dahan setup symbols? No, with Dahan setup symbols. Probably want to group up this. Or actually, no, the other way. I think. Yeah, the other way seems better because this wetlands is not going to come up. Okay. So that's that. Fear card. I don't think we want to replace it with 2 explorers. I think I don't think we want this to ravage. So ravage doesn't do anything. We're going to rush a 6 into here. Build does that. And our explore, which unfortunately does still explore everywhere, is Sans. Okay. So let's incandescent infestation. 2 fear, push any number of explorers. I think we want to push those into here. Just to like have them be nice and isolated. And then we can probably next turn play Boon plus provide safe passage plus our innate in order to defend us enough, which is neat. And then, oh, I guess before we do that, no, I think after is better because of the upgrade card. Let's add a blight. Is the add a blight first? No, destroy each town is first, and then this has 1 damage on it, and then we add a blight. Flip. Undead Land crumbles. Sure, it's just more different downward spiral. So we destroy the city as well. Now we have 2 fear cards. We're all at the bomb, which is funny. And oh, we're not in 5 Dahan. Whoops, I should have put the Sacred Site here maybe, but whatever. Time passes. So let's reclaim. Let's gain a power card. Let's gain a miner. Oh, I guess we take a miner first, whatever. Into here. Okay, so my turn wants to be this plus this, I think. So that would gather these 2 plus this here. Oh, it's unfortunate that this has 5. Yeah, I probably should have pushed this here. Yeah, because there were 2 to push. Yeah, I want there or 3 to push. Yeah, there were 3 to push. I want there to be exactly 4 here. And I would have known that because I can only gather 2. I didn't really get any information. I haven't even looked at these cards really. So yeah, this. Oh no, 5 is fine because I'm going to downgrade 1. Whatever. Right, that's why. I in fact did think about that and just forgot. Sucking Ooze is interesting as an isolate. Gifted Nature's Connection is also interesting. I'll take the Sucking Ooze. Isolate is pretty strong. So let's see. Boon of Hypnotic Halation will cause this to all deal -1 damage. And provide safe passage will move my presence as stated. And then I get my left innate, which is defend 6 and downgrade an invader. Wait, do I even need Boon of Hypnotic Halation? Maybe I don't. Because yeah, this is just defend 6, downgrade an invader. Wild. But I need to forget a power card from my stash. So just the Rain of Blood. Huh. So I don't need to play Boon of Hypnotic Halation if I can get like another defend 2 here, which I guess isn't trivial. Oh, I could just play Touch of Tranquility. Like if I do this, that is -2, but like I can pay 2 in order to replace with Dahan. This seems like a better use of Touch of Tranquility mostly. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, event. We are local diaspora. Okay, sure. Wait. That's actually horrible. Oh, we have to destroy a presence. Let's destroy this presence. Local diaspora, which does that. Whoops. I love local diaspora. Each beast generates a fear if invaders are present. Sure. Tush to Dahan from land with blight. Okay, we don't have lands with blight like that. So yeah, this also no longer ravages. It no longer clears. Oh well. Fear cards. So we may gather a Dahan, which I think I want to do like that, since this disease is going to go away. So this will be nice for next turn. Yep. And then we get to push from a land with Dahan. Okay. So I guess we push this out of the way so that it doesn't build. Huh. So we could... No, we can't really Rush Fear next turn. Whoops. I guess we are just going to get a lot of Blight. Wow, that is a lot of Blight. We're going to almost die to that local diaspora, which is really funny. But we at least stop the build. Okay, so we shall Ravage. And that also poaches a beast. So we're almost losing in many ways, but only because of local diaspora reasons. Local diaspora being a very silly event. I mean, like, the Spirit is very strong, even despite this. So we build our Sands, which doesn't do anything, and our Explore is Jungles with Escalation, which only explores here. Whoops, that's not. So only explores here, and then we escalate forcibly into here. Looks like that should be fine. We can just continue preventing builds now, which is nice. And time passes, and we get a power card from taking. Okay, let's see. So now, let's see. I think I want to gain a major. Yeah, I think that seems right. Or maybe, let's see. So I want to defend this and this. Favor can just defend the Sands. Oh, and also this. So I probably need to, let's see. I can Touch of Tranquility to defend. I can get this plant, maybe? Huh. I think I want to take a major. Definitely. Oh, huh. Though if I take a plant, I can grow bottom. I think I'm just not. I mean, I think I'm just giving up on the 3 plays. Yeah, I'm just going to take a major here. Ooh, Voice of Command. That's very nice. Well, not really, because we don't actually have... It's really funny that we, like, don't actually have buildings right now, so it kind of doesn't do anything. So I guess we take Transformative Sacrifice? Because that's a pretty good card. We cannot play Drought anymore. So let's see. We want to take from top here. We want to play Favor, so we want a Sacred Site, say, here. And Touch of Tranquility can solve this, or this, honestly. Either of those works. And we can Transformative Sacrifice, maybe? And then, yeah, I think that's what we want to do. No, Transformative Sacrifice just kind of doesn't do anything, does it? Maybe this? That gets us our left innate, which I think is maybe critical here. Yeah, because we need to defend this. With Favor? Oh, Favor gets us even more of our left innate, right? Yes, okay. So I think I want to do this. Okay, so let's do our right innate first to play this and forget it at end of turn. Then we can Favor in order to get 1 fear, defend 4, push a blight. Defend 4 goes here. And then we Touch of Tranquility in order to get rid of that. And then, oh, that's really funny. We can't, like, it's hard to defend 6 here. Interesting. It's really interesting, the puzzle here, because, like, I want to defend 6 here so that this, like, this clears. Instead of just, like, trying to, instead of just trying to like prevent it from building, I want it to prevent it from ravaging. I mean, I want it to ravage. I guess that means, guess that means instead of playing Incandescent, I can play Transformative Sacrifice. Again, this is either wrong in some way. It says 2 energy, but it only costs 1 based on TTS. So yeah, I think maybe I am supposed to Transformative Sacrifice. So I do that and then Transformative Sacrifice. Let's see. Just 1 presence? That feels so bad. Is there a better major I could have taken? Oh, maybe I'm supposed to take Cleansing Floods. No. Guess I could take Smothering Infestation instead of Transformative Sacrifice. So if I do this, and then just like downgrade an invader, then on slow, yeah, then on slow I can like clear this anyways. Yeah, okay, that's probably better. So instead of defending this, I'll just downgrade an invader and defend it for 2, I guess, with the last tier of my innate. So this won't ravage, but we'll push an explorer into it anyways. Because that's how ordering works. First you check, so like even if we push this explorer here from Russia, it's not going to ravage. And then we can brush a 6 into here and then we can clear it with Smothering Infestation. Great, great, great. So I could even go bottom here then. Oh, in fact I had to go bottom because otherwise I don't have the 2 moon for this. Yeah, okay. So I in fact had to go bottom instead of top, so that cost me an energy as well. Okay. So that's everything. Let's go to Blighted Island effect, which kills a presence. And then, or do I want to kill that presence? I think I want my presence there for mobility reasons. And I don't always need a Sacred Site. It's just random miners that say that. Partitioned Wilderness. There's not 4 more lands with towns because we don't have any towns. We don't have any coastal towns, so the disease event doesn't do anything. Clever Cooperation. So the cost of this is I don't think I want to do this. Because that would take me off of that would mean I don't have 5 Dahan in my lands anymore. And also there's like not actually a great place to do it. I could basically just get like a fear from doing this, but I don't actually care. Okay, Sands Ravage. So that dies, we get a fear, and then this gets pushed here. Russia 6, like this. And then jungle build. Then hopefully this includes mountains, so mountains and jungles or something, or wetlands. Yeah, okay. We'll get value from isolation. Sands wetlands. Okay. Well, don't get as much value as I could have hoped for, but we at least this doesn't explore. Okay. And then slow Smothering Infestation. I'm going to add a disease here, and then 2 fear. And 3 damage, and then 1 damage to each invader, which should kill off everything and give us another fear. So we just need 3 fear to win. Huh, that's very interesting. And then we're going to double build in wetlands, which is also interesting. And we're ravaging in jungles. Okay. So time passes. We actually this is gone. Okay, we don't actually have 3 fear. We have 2 fear from Sucking Is, which is funny on fast. Okay, and time passes, we get card in our stash. Okay, and then we get a card in our stash again. Storming Wasps, still not what we need for that Terror level 2 victory. So let's see. I think we almost certainly want to reclaim here. I don't, because that gives us a card. We don't need the presence placement, probably, to get our fear. So probably we want to reclaim, gain a minor. Any one fear, there we go, there's one fear. Yep, and this should be a TL2 victory just with these two cards. Yep. Don't even care about any of our innates or anything or these effects. We just need 2 fears. So we can target any of these sands or wetlands, and then Visions of Fiery Doom gets us last fear. Terrible 2 victory. Okay, I think the Spirit is too strong. I liked it. I do like this. I generically like, you know, these extra resource kind of mechanics, you know, with this stash. And like how you can like really decide like, oh, what I feel like it's really nice that there's a lot of like tension between, oh, how do I want to use my stash? I can get like 2 per turn in my stash, but there's so many different ways I can use it, right? Like I can use it to like pay an energy to convert an explorer into a Dahan. That's pretty strong. I can use it to repeat this, downgrade 2 invaders. All of these are like pretty strong effects if I forget a power card for my stash, but I only get 2 return. This one especially seemed very strong. This is just like fast. This is roughly fast control because it just snipes an explorer at 0 range. That's very strong. But like obviously, yeah, it takes a power card forgotten, and obviously getting extra plays from my writing is also powerful. I guess I would say it seemed like this Spirit had a bit too many ways to like fast deal with explorers, which makes it extremely strong against something like Russia. The only reason why I struggled at all is because I took the risky play of like going Blighted Island, like adding a Blight from Drought, and then I got super punished by that, by the what's it called? The thing, local diaspora, the thing that pushed all the explorers to everywhere that was ravaging. But basically, like, this was just absurdly strong. I very quickly like got there to be no buildings on the board and prevented like every single build, or just like cleared them immediately. It never felt like I was behind at all against Russia 6, which is too strong for a Spirit, definitely. Because Russia 6 is supposed to be like actually difficult, and you like actually pressuring, and just did not feel that way here. Basically, I think there's just a bit too much downgrade 1 invader, just like killing an explorer. And notably, like admittedly, that is very good against Russia specifically because it gets rid of an explorer like permanently instead of doing the Russia push thing. But like, it's still like against any against any adversary that is going to be weak to fast control. You know, Russia, specifically single explorer control. So like Russia, Sweden, and Prussia. This is going to be like a bit too strong, I think. And also like the defense is very good against, you know, things like France or honestly even England or HME. So yeah, I don't know. And like the Incandescent Infestation also seems very good against France because you just get to like control the explorers. I think I did enjoy the Spirit a lot. I think the tracks seemed pretty balanced. It seemed like every time I was like, it felt really nice that like every single time that I took a growth, it wasn't like, oh, I am very obviously going to go for this 3 plays, or oh, I'm very obviously going for this 3 energy, right? It's just, what do I want in the moment? I really liked taking the 2 energy first because I enjoy like having 2 energy for like a hand that has like cost 0022 kind of. And like, but then after that I was like, oh, I really want the sun because like this turn I really want more defense, and the next turn I really want this moon to hit this 2/2 threshold, and like it felt dynamic, which I really like. So good job on that. I don't like how, like, I don't like the number 5 here. I don't know, like it feels weird that if you just like lose 2 of your Dahan randomly, you're screwed, right? Like obviously, you know, in a multiplayer game, you can grow onto other people's boards, and encouraging that is nice. But like, it feels like this is easy. Like this is like a requirement that is not that hard to turn on, but is annoyingly like annoyingly gets turned off randomly. Like if suddenly like a land got unsolved and 2 Dahan died, suddenly I'm at 4 Dahan on my board, right? And in solo I just like can't get the two stats per turn anymore. So I wish that this was like something slightly different. Even just like making it 4 Dahan might be better, honestly. Like obviously that makes it more powerful, which, you know, I'm saying that the spirit's already too powerful, but like 5 just feels like such a weird number where like if you lose 2 Dahan, you're in a really awkward spot. And even if you lose 1 Dahan, like being in all of your lands with Dahan is kind of hard. Let's see. Left innate, I think just like the bottom is a bit too powerful. Right innate, I'm a bit I think the top tier of the right innate, I don't know how good it is, given that like all of your ways of using your stash are so powerful. Like I guess this is a 1/1 threshold. It's fine if it's like weak, but it kind of feels like it doesn't exist, because like everything else like gives you kind of a card's worth of value immediately, like gives you the value of playing a card, right? Like literally these two give you the value of playing a card, and like, you know, this defend 2 downgrade in 1 invader, that's like playing a card, you know, and like all of these you're kind of like just repeating the card, so you're playing another card, you know. Whereas this top one, you just don't get to play the card. You give it to someone else's discard, and like you never get it back, and like they don't get to play it. They just like get a take into their discard, which isn't that good. Like obviously, probably like in a large multiplayer game, it can be powerful to do it, but like I guess it's just weird to me. Like this one feels so much worse than the others. It's also weird to me that like this lets you give the card to someone, but then once you get to the second tier, if you want to let them play it, they won't keep it forever. But then in third tier, they do keep it forever again. So it's kind of weird, but this seems okay. I don't know. Do I have any other comments? Again, I do want to say this was fun. I enjoyed this. Just like a few, like just a couple balance concerns. I think this wouldn't be egregious if like you released it like this. I think that this like seems fine, except just maybe like a bit too strong against adversaries that are like weak to fast control. And like I really like the track balance. I like the growths. I like the stash mini game. Yeah, so thank you all for watching, and good luck to you, Otter, if you're watching this, and the rest of your spotlights and like, your development of the spirit. This was fun. I'll see you in the next one.